Welcome to Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Rebels offense will go on the attack first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front. This defensive line in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Rebels will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Ole Miss offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's...
Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air, it's Flagway. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. It's caught. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive line to get to the QB.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away. The Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Might be looking to run. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. There he goes. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Flagway. Snagged out of the air.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to scramble. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. They'll immediately call timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lions. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Back to pass, it's Calandria. Rushes on him. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some goals. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo. To throw, it's Calandria. Intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense putting points on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And the returner will be brought down. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Irvin.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option route.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Rebels want to move quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Coleman. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. third and short. They'll try to convert through the air. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable... half of football so far today at Oxford.
And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. It's complete to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this, and they're going to be successful on offense.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Looking for room. It's Gibson. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Throws to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They want to run this quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner is stopped. Rebels offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in the flow.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This time they'll go to the running game. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the air, it's Calandria. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Lions. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum.
Touchdown, Vegas. Quick strike through the air for the score. He'll try to tack on one more. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll get rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Quarterback moving. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got him downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. And the ball's loose. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, ball on top of it, and still get the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. He might want another play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. Slips a tackle.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Using his feet. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Irvin. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory. A bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it. Going for it all. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He rifles one deep down the right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Ole Miss. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And after this play, the cake will be baked.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Winning can become a habit. Now